Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to dive into something pretty important, adult psychology. We're going to break it all down, what it is, how it works, and why it might just be a game changer for navigating all the curveballs life throws our way.
You ever just feel completely overwhelmed? Like life is coming at you from all sides? Well, if you've been there, I promise you, you are definitely not alone. It's such a normal, human thing to feel, and honestly, that feeling is often the very first signpost on the road to understanding ourselves better.
Okay, so to really get a grip on this, we've got to start at square one, right? What exactly is adult psychology? And what does a psychologist actually do? Let's jump in.
All right, so who is a psychologist? Well, they're trained professionals who assess, evaluate, and treat psychological problems. But, and this is super important, it also includes behavioral dysfunctions. Because it's not just about what's going on in our heads, it's about how those thoughts and feelings connect to our actions and even our physical health. It's all connected. And really, when you boil it all down, what's the point of it all? It's actually pretty simple. Their one big goal is to help you improve your quality of life. That's it. Every conversation, every strategy, it's all aimed at helping you live a healthier, more manageable life.
So, we know the goal is a better quality of life. But what gets in the way of that? What are the signs that maybe we could use a little extra support? This is a really important piece of the puzzle. Let's take a look at some of the common things that psychologists are trained to help with.
And wow, the range of things they can help with it's huge. I mean, you've got the ones we hear about a lot, right? Anxiety, stress, depression. But it goes so much deeper than that. It covers things like aggressive behavior, really tough stuff like grief, eating disorders, OCD, even sleep disorders. It really touches on almost every part of the human experience. And here's the thing. It is so important not to just let these things go untreated. Because, these issues, they rarely stay in their own little box. They have a way of spilling over into everything, your job, your relationships, your health. If you don't address them, they can really start to take over.
All right, so let's say you're thinking, okay, maybe I could use some support. What happens next? This is where we get to the how. And the great news is there isn't just one way to do things. There are a ton of different paths to wellness. And this part is actually pretty cool. It's not a one-size-fits-all deal. Not at all. You've got things like CBT. That's cognitive behavioral therapy, which is all about changing negative thought patterns. Then there's DBT, ACT, therapy for trauma, even stuff like life coaching and mindfulness. The whole point is that it's all about finding what works for you. It's totally personalized.
Now let's talk about taking that first step, because honestly, it can feel like a huge, scary thing. So let's pull back the curtain. What really happens in that first appointment? I think just knowing what to expect can make it feel a whole lot less intimidating.
So that first visit, it's really just a conversation. Think of it as a team effort. First, they're just going to listen. They want to get a full picture of what's going on, your history, your concerns. Then, and this is so important, you create a plan together. It's not them telling you what to do. It's a collaboration to figure out your goals. And above all, it's a safe space for you to just be open and ask anything. Seriously, it's a partnership right from the get-go.
So, you've had that first chat. But what's the big picture here? Where is all of this supposed to lead? Let's talk about the ultimate destination. What's the end goal of all of this anyway?
It all comes down to one word: empowerment. The whole idea is to get you the tools you need to handle the things that are getting in your way. The aim is, well, it's to help you on a path to better control the conditions that might be interfering in your ability to lead a stable, manageable, and successful life. It's about getting you back in the driver's seat.
So, I want to leave you with this one thought. You don't need an answer right now, but just consider it. Knowing that all of these tools and all of this support exists, it's worth asking yourself, what could my path to wellness look like? Thanks so much for exploring this with me today.